I'm so excited for this video, partially because I've been waiting on this video to do literally anything else that I wanted to do in terms of videos and content production. So, welcome. My name is Morgan. If you're new here, thanks for coming. If you're old here, this is a little bit different than my regular content, although I plan on doing a in August budget with me with YNAB because June and July were a little rough, but especially with student loan payments coming due, I wanted to really focus on that. But in the meantime, we're gonna play with makeup. I am so excited. Da, 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 da. So not all of these are full, but these contain all of my single shadows and some shadows from palettes that I've just popped out because I didn't like them in that palette. And I am going to go through them. I'm going to sort them by color and then return them to palettes in what will hopefully be a visually satisfying manner. I was supposed to have been filming this 2.5 hours ago, and my roommate wasn't home at the time, but I lost my magnetic tool, so I had to clean my apartment basically looking for it. Didn't find it, so I had to make a new one, but I don't have another depotting tool. So currently I'm using tweezers. You can see with a magnet on it. Tweezers with a magnet on it. My first iteration was a knife from Savers with a magnet on it, but I decided that would look too weird. So we got a little more delicate one, but I am ordering more depotting tools because I love this, but this is a little bit awkward to use. I have my damp makeup eraser, and we're just gonna get into it. I'm so excited. First things first, I wanted to take out all of the mattes and put them into this one because this holds 15 shadows. Oops. This holds 15 shadows, and I don't have that many mattes. I did order a few more during the Sydney Grace sale, but they won't get here for a while, I'm assuming. So if I need extra storage space, I can get some. Oh, these ones, these are Glaminatrix, Ensley Reign, and then Odin's Eye. So I'm grabbing my Glaminatrix singles. I suppose I could tell you what they are. This pink one is Neon Lights. This green one is Moonlight. This purple one is Witching Hour. I love that one. And then this red one is Tempting. I enjoy that one quite a lot too. I like having these like really deep shades and then these really bright shades. So that's this one. This palette has a few. This has my Sydney Grace singles, so it's got a couple. We've got Piper's Piping, which is good because I was gonna buy another one of these before I remembered that I had it. San Diego. Drift. Brilliant Realm. This is Supersonico from Unearthly. I repanned this one from its original square pan into a circular one. And then there's nothing in this palette yet. And then in here, there's only one, I believe. This is Joey from the Menagerie Cosmetics Sugar High palette. And I took that one out because I wanted to put some better colors in. So this is what I've got. It's kind of hard to make this any way visually pleasing. Let's see. I'll take my dark mattes here. There we go. And then I'll put my neutrals here. And then my kind of muted ones here, I guess. And then my bright ones there. Yeah, but I'm not super worried about my mattes. I care the least about these. I just want them to be all in the same area. The next thing I'm going to do is this one, which is Jellyfish from Glaminatrix, is getting taken out and put into this tiny 6-pan palette. And as you can see, it's got a nice crack down the middle. So I'm gonna put this one in here because I'm going to repress that and I don't want it shifting around while I move everything else around. That Devinah palette, while I like it, I'm going to use it for other things in the future, is currently my like quarantine palette for things that are broken or need fixing in some way. So I'm going to, I guess we'll start with the biggest palette, take everything out and put it on the table so we can kind of move it around. So please enjoy the soothing sounds of pans moving around. Look at this. I can't take myself anywhere. And now I'm doing things? Okay. So at least some of it looks good. So yeah, I've got roughly my blues, my purples, my pinks, reds. These are purples. These are kind of purpley reds, although these are more true reds. These are all kind of satiny. And then my blacks, golds, and greens. So I'll split them up a little bit better, and then we can get started with the fun part, which is swatching. I have a couple of really tealy shadows here that stay in frame. Really tealy shadows here that really kind of fall between blue and green. This one's a little more brown gold. So I have some like golds with some browns. This one is kind of a green brown. And then these ones I pulled aside because I hate these shadows so much. These two are basically the same. They're all from Menagerie. But so this is like a purple, blue, magenta color. And this one is very similar. It's just a lighter version of it, basically. And this one shifts kind of like icy blue, but I hate them. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put them aside in my like quarantine box and see if I use them, and if I don't use them, I'm just gonna get rid of them. Right. And this is gonna be kind of fun because with the lights lower, you can see these a lot better than I can. So, and the purples are gonna go in the Hecate palette for now. Actually, yeah, let's just put these in their individual palettes. Right, so I think the reds are going in my Kitten palette. The reds and pinks, I should say. And for right now, I'm just putting them somewhere. And I will evaluate. The nice thing, well, maybe the tough thing, here's my reds, is that because there are a lot of multi-chromes in here, there are many right answers. So the goal is to find the most right answer. And I think I'm going to do that by just swatching everything together after I've done it. After I've sorted everything out. So this one is going to hold the blues. Yes, because there are a lot of greens and wasn't like kind of purple. But it's also green. Oh, okay. There are lots of greens and more neutrals. This one I think belongs in the purples. This is holographic. It's really cool. It's called Unicorn Tears Hollow. There it is. Yeah, that one goes in the purples. Last but not least, we've got greens and neutrals. I suppose I could have cleaned these palettes, but they're just gonna get dirty again. What I'm interested to see, because I haven't done this yet, is the comparison between all of my green-red shift shadows. And these are from several different brands. I've only got a few like orangey yellows, gold, brown. This one might be purple, we'll see. This one might be on the greener side actually. And then I've got some like, this is verdigris. Nope, this is mysterious. Verdigris is floating around here somewhere. Is this it? There it is, verdigris, and this one I know is green. And I'm interested to compare it to the rest of those too. And then these ones, a couple of them are nice and easy. Like this one is called Gloom, and it's a satin black. And I got it because I wanted a nice, like, really, really creamy black. Okay, so let's get back to purples. I am going to need to wash this so hard. Okay, so I've got, these two are the same color. These are like a dark, really dark purple. They're a really unsaturated purple, but they look like they might shift, brown, but mostly they just show up as like a plummy purple. And then this is Flora, yes. And then we've got this one, I believe this one's Sydney Grace, and this one's really desaturated. Yeah, this is called Supernova. This one shifts more pink, so I'm going to put that up there. This one, I believe is another, no, this one's Devinah. Yes, it's called Ritual. And then this one's desaturated. This one is more on the lighter side. These guys are all really flaky. These ones are more violet. I'm interested to compare them. This one, Boxcar Kiss, is really cool. I got that one from Quicksand Cosmetics. The owner threw that one in as a first time purchaser. Unicorn Tears Hollow. I'm excited to show you all that one. So, alright, so these ones I think are going to be fairly simple. I'm going to swatch the rest of them first. So we've got, this one is Fire Orchid. That's really shifty. It looks, it could have like a pink base, but it also translates as kind of purple, like violet maybe. And then we're gonna compare Boxcar Kiss. Oh man. So yeah, these are really similar. I think Boxcar Kiss is more of a pink base for sure. So I'm gonna put that one aside to put with the pinks. And then this one is my Franken Shadow. It's really cool. Like, I think this would be really cool to put over a black base because it's kind of iridescent almost. This one is another one from Quicksand Cosmetics, I believe. Elysian Fields? Nope, Divine Sky. I should know. I love Divine Sky. Divine Sky is a really sparkly purple. And it's got some beautiful shifts in it. I've featured this one on my Instagram, which is at Makeup Blurbs, if you have not seen it. Next, let's do Takeover from Shine by SD. This one's a weird dry formula, but let's see if I can, it shifts. Oh, the lights are still too bright. But it has a really cool green shift. Hopefully it'll show up on my arm. But yeah, this is like, it's really dry and flaky and smooth. It's hard to describe. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm gonna have to take a picture of this because it's freaking gorgeous. But yeah, so this is Takeover. And that one, hold on. Ooh, that one is definitely more blue. And now that I'm looking at Fire Orchid, that one's definitely more pink. So yeah, I think takeover is definitely blue with a purple pink shift. God, this is really gorgeous. So I'm gonna move Fire Orchid over, and then this one is Unicorn Tears, and this one's really hard to place. I think I could go in a bunch of different places. I think I had it categorized as pink before, but because it's like, it's all different colors, like it's got a really strong green shift in this light. But yeah, I think that qualifies as like a really light purple. So that one, so it's this purple, then Divine Skies, then Illusion 2.0, then Lavender Fields. This one is Ritual. Ooh, gosh. Oh, the light is, this camera is not picking up at all how beautiful Ritual is, because you can see the base here, but what you're not seeing is the shine, like the bright purple glitter particles, or like sparkles. You can kind of see it there. But gosh, that's wonderful. And then this one is Sydney Grace Brilliant Realm. And that one is fairly similar in terms of tone and depth, but it's thicker. In terms of the base, it's more opaque. I have so much takeover on my fingers. Okay. And then I'm running out of room, but this one is Flora. Oh yeah, that's a nice, deep, dark purple. There it is. And then Illusion. And that one, it's kind of red compared to all these other purples. I don't know. Tell me what you think. Because I think, oh, you can kind of see Ritual here. But, so I think this is how I'm going to arrange the purples. And then the reds might end up in the palette with the purples, and then the pinks separate. We'll see. I'm going to put these guys with their respective, so I'm going to leave Ignite. This is Ignite from Unearthly. And I'm bummed that it doesn't actually shift bronze. It kind of does, but it really doesn't. Actually, I don't own as many purples as I thought I did. Yeah, I'm gonna need to figure this out. But I think some of these can be more burgundy, which makes sense. I freaking love burgundy. So it's fair that I would own a lot of burgundies. Well, I mean, I don't have to own a lot of burgundies if I love burgundies, because I could just own one of colors. I am going to clean off my very beautiful arm. I think I'm going to do half swatches so that I don't have to clean them off as frequently, but I'll be right back. Alright, while we are on the subject of pinks and reds and burgundies, which I think we might end up with a whole burgundy category, but we know these are about the same. Although I don't feel bad about having both because they're both beautiful. I love both brands very much. So That's cool. These ones, however, this is Pink Lemonade from Ensley Reign Cosmetics, and then this one is Fairy Lights from Ensley Reign Cosmetics, yep. And as I noted before, I might have noted before, I might have not been recording, but this one separated from the pan pretty hard, and I had to repress it. I expect to have to repress it again, which is fine. As you've seen, I had a couple of ones that I repanned, so that's okay. But these ones are nearly indistinguishable, and for funsies, let's throw in this one, which might end up being more on the orange side, from Glaminatrix. This one is Happy Hour? Yeah, this might be on the orange side. Well, but we'll find out. It definitely has a lot of pink sparkle in it. There you go. Yeah, that's a very pink sparkle. And then this isn't Diatreme, is it? No, Unexplainable. This one I think is actually gonna fit more with these two. Yeah, I have a lot of dupes in my pinks, and I think you'll see why. But anyway, let's start with these three. So starting with Fairy Lights, and yeah, I was gonna do those little swatches. Yeah, so this one is really low key, but you can definitely see it, how shiny it is. This one is Pink Lemonade. It's a little bit, the texture is a little different. It's a little bit softer, but I think I'll just swatch them next to each other. But they look pretty much the same. I think I like Fairy Lights better because it does have a little bit more of a shift, and I like the texture better. That being said, I think, yeah, so, and I think Fairy Lights is a little more sheer. So when I'm putting them in order, I think Fairy Lights goes first. And then let's get Happy Hour in here too. And Happy Hour is definitely more of a orange with a pink shift, like a peach. And let's adjust the lights a little bit. Yeah, the base is, it's so hard to see. The base is definitely transparent enough, and the shift is definitely like strong enough that I think it's gonna stay in the pinks instead of going anywhere else. And then I'm gonna swatch Unexplainable. I think, oh yeah, this one is definitely very similar in shift and base to Boxcar Kiss and Fire Orchid, but it's nice. It's, the particle size is much smaller, and the base is much more opaque, and it's really nice. Definitely beautiful. Okay, next, let's swatch this one. This is Eden from Odin's Eye. It came in a rectangular pan with a cool like basket weave texture imprint on it, but I repanned it so that it would fit with everything else. This one is definitely on the coral side, but it's got a nice hot pink base, so I think it stays here, but it definitely is in the realm of another one in here, which is Hottie from Shine by SD, and we'll pick that one up next. Oh, I think one of these earlier I said it was Devinah, but it's Terra Moons. This one I believe is Terra Moons, yeah. But anyway, so this is Hottie. And this one is also like a nice hot pink. And I'm so sad I didn't get it before going to the Barbie movie. And this is what I wanted the ones from Menagerie to be. Just like a straight up hot pink, but it wasn't. And this is also kind of more what I wanted Eden to be. So I think these guys go above those ones just in terms of lightness, but these ones are also kind of on the greeny side. These ones might go together with some that I have that you'll see soon, which are green with pink shift. Anyway, let's go with this one, which is Lucky Peach. And this one I think falls, it's like Eden, but way more subdued. Yeah, it's got like a peach reflect in a pink base. So that one is going to go next to Eden. And Hottie kind of deserves a place of its own here. Because it's definitely truer pink than either of those. And these ones are more, this one is definitely more in line with like Pink Lemonade than it is with Hottie. So those ones might go, yeah. Okay. And then, what have we got? Let's do this one. This one might end up being more on the purple side. This is Tucana. Well, actually might be more, oh yeah. This is very similar to, well, it's kind of like opposite day of Pink Lemonade, where it's kind of an orangey base with a pinky shift. It is very close to Happy Hour from Glaminatrix, though. Yeah, these are so similar. Okay. Love finding dupes in my collection. I think Glaminatrix Happy Hour has more of a purple shift to it. Next, let's do this one. This one is Diatreme. Yeah, this is Diatreme. This is Shine by SD. This is from the Earthborn. This is from the Earthborn collection, which is a collab with Seeking Shifts Riley, who is my favorite Instagram follow that I have right now. Ooh. Yeah, and this one is kind of the sweet spot between Hottie, Lucky Peach, and Eden, where it's got more of a translucent base and it definitely has a hot pink shift, but it's more on the orange side. So that one I think will go next to Hottie because of the hot pink shift. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the camera not doing it justice. And now we're gonna get into the more neutral pinks. And I put them in the pinks category because I was pretty sure that's what they were. But, so like Beautiful Mystery 15, this one is Shine by SD. It's got the nice star imprint. Oh, that one might be like gold. It's actually pretty close to Pink Lemonade and Fairy Lights. Let's see. But in the bright light, it's definitely a rose gold. So these ones might actually just be like peach. So I'm gonna put it with these because I think it's just like a washed out version of Pink Lemonade and Fairy Lights. Okay, you can. You can't see diatreme like at all. It's so pretty in real life. And it's actually more on the red side. So that one, I think it's gonna go on this side of Hottie. Okay, next, let's do, as long as we're doing these light ones, this is Torch from Shine by SD. This one is definitely like iridescent, but you can kind of see the pink in it. This one is so flaky. So this is more of a true pink. It's really, it's called, the formula is called Primavera Crystal. And I think it kind of goes, definitely is more in the like true pink category. But you can see instead of like swatch, it doesn't swatch very nicely. I'm gonna have to figure out a lighting situation because I want, like, I can't really, having trouble conveying just how pretty these are. Next is, so that one, yeah, we're gonna put that in the true pink row. This one is Sundog, and this is another part of the Earthborn collab. This one is like a gray, pink, purple. It's definitely got the gray base, but it's more on the orangey side, so it's gonna go up next to Tucana, or Happy Hour. I have so many shadows that are in that like weird peach family. And then last one, this one is from Terra Moons. This one is Tidal Flare. Yes, it is. And this one I think might be the dark version of the, oh gosh. So this one is, yeah, it's like the darker sister of Sundog. So I think it stays with Sundog. Yeah, that's so pretty. So we're kind of going in order of saturation. So we got Sundog, and then we've got Tidal Flare over here, and then Eden and Lucky Peach. So maybe this is just like a 9-pan situation. There you go. Got my weird peach colors right here. It's my weird peach corner. And then these are my like true pink colors, although diatreme is definitely on the red side, which that's one thing I love about it. Speaking of reds, and then I've got my weird green pinks that need to go somewhere, but we're gonna keep them in here for now. All right, so we've got, let's start with this one. This one's Ruby from Menagerie, and this one's just a metallic red, and I'm keeping it around because I can always use a metallic red. This one is Midnight Sun from Devinah, and this one and the next one are like almost certainly dupes. You can't see that at all. But this one, it's supposed to shift red. It does shift red. In real life, it's shifting red. And then the next one, this one is Blood Moon by Terra Moons, and it's definitely more orange. And that one you can see the shift on better. But they're both really cool. So I think in terms of depth. This is the order. Although, and these two are kind of what tie the burgundies to the reds. This one is Devious, yeah, from Devinah, and I love Devious. It's a nice pinky red. I'm interested to see how it compares to the rest of my pinky reds. So Diatreme might actually, I think it goes before Hottie in terms of, oh, that's really crumbly. What is that one? It's a Shine by SD. Fire Me Up. I think it's like a purple red duochrome. Oh my god. This is, it's like dry and flaky, but okay. So that's like that's really close to Devious, but it's lighter. And this one is, I forget what it's called, but it's from, oh, it's Role Model. Okay, well, I'm gonna have 2 copies of Role Model because I ordered one. No, I didn't. I don't think I did, but this is Role Model from Sydney Grace, and that is kind of between Devious and Fire Me Up. And then this one is from Devinah, and this one's called Salvatore. And that one's more of a, like a red. So that one's closer to Devious. These are all, you like how I've just like given up. Okay. I think having this light makes things easier for both me and you, hopefully. You can kind of see the shifts a little bit better. God, the Fire Me Up formula is so weird because it's so dry and crumbly. And like, look at this, it like pulls away from my arm. Although I think if you, like what I'm doing now is patting it on. So it's kind of hard to tell. So I think it's Salvatore, Devious, Role Model, and then Fire Me Up. Kind of make up a little quad here. Ruby can definitely fit in here. I think the more that I look at it, the more that I think Blood Moon belongs in the neutrals, actually. And I think Tidal Flare might as well. It's definitely like a weird neutral, which would mean that Sundog does. And you know what? I think I am happy with that determination. We'll put Sundog, Tidal Flare, and Blood Moon in with the neutrals. We'll stick Ruby there. Yeah, we'll expand this so that it's 3x4 or 3. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Okay, so we've got Torch. What's this one? Beautiful Mystery. Pink, no, Fairy Lights. Pink Lemonade. This one is Tucana. Happy Hour. And then I think Hottie goes after that. And then Diatreme. And then we've got Lucky Peach, Eden, Ruby, Then Devious. This one. No. Do I want Devious? Yes. Actually, let's put Fire Me up here. And then we'll do Devious, Role Model, Salvatore, and Blood Moon. Yeah. Excellent. And you can tell that red is my favorite because this bottom row here is just used to death. And then we've got my 3 really odd ones out, these green pink ones. And I'm gonna keep those here. Until I get a better idea of what's going on with the green pink ones. All right, next, let's stick, I'm putting off the neutrals, but let's stick these in here. And let's do blues next. I am going to be lazy. I'm gonna start swatching with my other arm. But okay, so we've got Takeover. Yeah, this is the blue that we determined was blue earlier. Sphinx. This one is Witching Hour, yeah. This one is, I think, Ritual? No, Zombie. This one is definitely on the lighter side. That's Illusion. This one is Ice Blink. That's goes up there. So this one, this kind of blue-purple one, is this Elation Fields? Yes, it is. So that one can go over here with like the pinky shifts and the purple shifts. This one is from Terra Moons. It is called, oh no, this is from Devinah. This is called Half Sea Fog. That one's kind of tealy. These ones are also tealy. So I'll put those together with Witching Hour. This one is more of a true blue. This is Icicle. This is also a true blue. This is Menagerie Snowball. And this one I repanned into a circular pan, but this one's really pretty. It's like just kind of iridescent. I'm interested to see how it compares to Illusion. This one is like Ritual. It is, what is this one? I have no idea. Okay, well, Mystery Shade. And then this one is from Shine by SD. This one's Striker, and that one is more on the silver side. Alrighty, so let's get started with these lighter ones. I think this one I'm going to swatch with these purple ones. So I've got kind of how I think it's going to go. This one's weird. I'm going to put it right there next to Ice Blink, but we'll see. So these are like the true blues. I like how I've got Illusion there, even though it definitely does have a little bit of, oh my goodness, this focus is killing me. It does have a little bit of purple, but anyway. So let's start with Ice Blink. Oh yeah, that's so satisfying. It's hard to see, but from my end, the particles are blue, but they, otherwise it's just like shiny. It's just like wet looking, which I love. Okay, definitely wonderful. This one is Striker, and this one's like a silvery gray blue. I'd say this is more silver? Like maybe pewter? Let's turn up the light a little bit. Oh yeah, that is not blue at all. It looks blue. And it's called a duochrome. I like the shade. And it looks a little bit more blue on camera, but it's definitely more of like a platinum color. That's what it is. Okay, next we've got Menagerie Snowball. And this is one of the colors in Pastel Pup. It's meant as like a topper for the pastels in there. And this, yeah, it's like really luminescent, sparkly. And then Illusion. Oh, that's like purple. Okay, that one. Oh, it's like a blue purple. I'm gonna put it with these other blue purples. So far we have two blues. Icicle from Glaminatrix. Oh yeah, look at that blue. That's a blue, and it's definitely more, it's not like sparkly, it's definitely more metallic to satin, but it's very shiny, very pretty. Zombie. Yeah, this is like a, it's like if Snowball had a black base. It's so pretty. Okay. And then Ritual. No, Mystery Shade. Oh, I remember what this is. This is from the Sugar High palette. This is Falling with Style, and it's like a blue with a brown base. That's right. Yeah. And it could almost go with the blue purples. We'll see. We'll see. Alright, starting with Sphinx. This one's from Beaute Bar. It's really flaky, but so worth it. And it might be... Oh gosh. So it looks like it's purple blue here. There you go. Now you see the shift. It's... Yeah, I would call it blue with a really strong pink shift. It's like the like translucent base version of Takeover. So let's see what these other blue purples have to say for themselves. Because this one is definitely more of like a purple as opposed to, where's Takeover? Yeah, we're gonna swatch Takeover again because I freaking love Takeover. But like this one is a blue base with a really strong shift. Next is Half Sea Fog. This one might end up being more green. Oh yeah, that's definitely more green based with a purple. So we'll put that with the teals. Then Elysian Fields. This one I think also belongs with the teals. You know, it's definitely got the blue base. It is like the halfway point between Sphinx and Takeover. And so let's see. So this is definitely more purple. This one, let's watch the teals and see where we go from here, because I think this one might just go near zombie. Or is this zombie? This is zombie, right? Yes, zombie. And Devinah has another shade called Zombie Reborn or something like that. Alright, now, look at my fingers. They look so cool. Now, we've got Witching Hour. There we go. Oh. So this is a blue with a strong gold shift. That's so pretty. Okay, so this one goes before Icicle. Interesting. This is Shine by SD Shiver. That one looks like it's definitely more on the teal side. Yeah, this is like a really translucent. It's like a topper almost. Definitely teal. And then this is Swirling Waters by Devinah. And sure about that one. Oh, that's teal. Yeah, that's teal. That's a strong teal. Okay. I don't remember which one is this one. Oh yeah, that's Elysian Fields. Okay, excellent. So I think this one belongs with the purples. And then this might be in the Ignite family, honestly. Yeah, the reds might actually go better with the purples. But anyway, so we're gonna put these together. And then there's not really a ton of overlap between the blue pinks and the pink blues. So you don't have to worry about that really. It's weird how similar these look. Oh my god, my hands look so blue. Alrighty. So these ones are gonna go over here. Half Sea Fog definitely has like a really strong purple shift to it. And it looks purple just like looking at it, but it's the teal base is really strong. Alright, and then yeah, I think this belongs with the purples. So we'll get out my purples. And this, let's see. Oh, that's Unicorn Tears, right? And this. Yeah, so it just goes next to the other illusion shade. These guys can shift over one. And then I'm gonna swatch Ignite again over by these reds. Oh yeah, that's definitely red. Bright side, it's kind of just like right next to Blood Moon. And like when you put it with all the rest of the reds, it does look kind of purple. But I think these purples look really blue somehow. Anyway, so these purples might end up going in this palette. We'll figure it out. Let's, or the purples might end up, we'll see. Let's move on to the toughest one because it's like 3 colors in one. This is the greens, the neutrals, and the yellows. So these are really strong neutrals. This is kind of on the goldy side. This is related to this. And I think this one matches up with Striker. This is Dark Matter? Dark Side. Whoop. Dark Side. Yeah, that's definitely a like darker version of Dark Side. And then we've got Mysterious, which, oh my goodness, I have like a piece of, I think Mysterious is more on the brown side. Yeah, that's brown. Let's see. So that goes, that's like a sparkly version of Sundog. And then this is Takeover, which is the darker version. Nope, Tidal Flare, which is the darker version of Sundog. We've got Milky Way, which also goes in this like weird, warm, but also cool tone. Yeah, oh my gosh. Milky Way, yeah, there it is. And it's got tons of different colors in it too. Please focus. Oh my goodness, yeah. It's got tons of little particles of other colors too. So that one's slightly darker than Mysterious. Not as dark as Tidal Flare. It's definitely also, Tidal Flare is more reddy, warmer, but let's do Exoplanet, which is another weird brown, but this one's on the green side. Yeah. So I think that one gets a different category, which is okay because I've got a bunch of like greeny golds that need a home as well. Like this one is Glaminatrix, Majestic. Swatch next to Exoplanet. They're kind of the same color family. This one's got like a neutral base, well, with a tiny bit of green teal in it. So it's gonna go next to Exoplanet right now, but, and then we've got Break of Dawn, which is another kind of greeny gold. But that one is, it's weird because it's much more gold. But on camera it reads like red. Huh. So that one goes with Majestic. Maybe? No, you know what? It goes with Exoplanet because this one is like a green base with gold. This is more of a green base with gold. Although this Exoplanet could also just be green. We'll see. We'll see. This one's weird. That one can go by itself for right now. And then Hot Stuff from Sydney Grace. This one's definitely on the brown side. Yeah, this one can go with Majestic. And then this is Jelly Bean from Glaminatrix, and this one is definitely gold. Yeah, so that can go with Break of Dawn. This I think might actually go with Exoplanet. This is Red Chameleon from Sydney Grace. I give up. I don't want to clean my arm anymore. Oh yeah. This is actually like reverse Red Chameleon. It's closer to Majestic actually because it's got the deep brown base with the green on top, so we'll put that with Majestic. Although that goes, yeah, that's, ooh. It's definitely darker than Hot Stuff. Okay, next we've got Constellation, which I really like. It's definitely on the true gold side. Yeah, I think that gets to go down here with the rest of the golds. And then this, I forget what this one's called. Join Me. It's another of the Golden Hour series. So that might also be more of a true gold. Yes, it is. It's definitely just like one step lighter than Constellation. And then, oh my goodness. This one is called Turn Your Back. And this one is also supposed to be a duochrome. We'll see. Oh, this is another, I don't like this one. So this is actually really close to Hot Stuff almost. Well, no, it's actually really close to this. Turn Your Back. Nope, Join Me. This is Join Me. It's really close to Join Me in that it's got a brown base and then really intense gold. It's so... It's another one where it's just like smooth, flaky, but also really dry. But I guess it goes, right? It goes with that. And then we've got Chicky. This one is from Menagerie. That one's just a really light yellow. And then this one is Slice by Menagerie. And that one's just, it's just orange. He's just Ken. So I think that one goes with Hot Stuff. Is that one is? Yeah, that's Hot Stuff. And then Chameleon. Red Chameleon can stay with Majestic. And these guys kind of go at the end of the golds. Yeah, let's call that good. So we've got this weird one in Exoplanet that we're still kind of working on. We've got these neutrals up here. And then we've got the weird gray reds here. And then we've got the brown greens here. And this isn't a brown green, it's a green brown. It's very different from Chameleon. It's so weird. Okay. And then we've got the golds, which make a nice 4x4, or 4x2 rather. I'm just gonna start swatching these on the back of my hand. I don't want to go wash my hands again. All right. So, let's start by swatching. So this is Green Mist. It's a very iridescent green. Yeah, and it's a nice like inner corner highlight potential. Here we got Verdigris, which is like a sage green with a gold flip, and it turns up red right here. It could belong with my weird gray reds, and it might. No, they're more red. This is definitely green. So let's see how it compares to my weird green pinks. So this is Elfame, I believe. Elfame, first shadow I featured on my Instagram because I love it. It's a little brighter, but they definitely have the same kind of vibe. And then this one is Green Wizard, which got me into singles again. I just had to have it. I think it's just because I love this. It's definitely flakier, and definitely this is even more vibrant than Elfame. I wish you could see the green. There's the green a little bit. I swear, these are greens. And then this one is Next Level, which I believe is also in that color family. And it's another flaky one. And this one is the driest. It's also the shiniest. And it's also the shiftiest. Holy cow. Yeah, that's ridiculous. And then, so these are my like my pinky greens. And I think the only one that kind of overlaps is Next Level, but that's just because Next Level is so shiny. Holy cow. But yeah, I love them all. You can see I have specific vibes that I like. And then if I squint a little bit, Exoplanet also kind of fits the vibe. Let's swatch it next to these guys. Where it's got the green and then the pink shift. So I think it's actually gonna go with those guys. Yes, it is. All right. My hands are just ruined. All right. This one is Illusion. That's another Shine by SD one, and that one is again listed as a duochrome, which makes me think it might be this like weird. Okay, it's not like a weird dry texture, and this also kind of fits the bill. Although this one is actually closer to Red Chameleon in that and Majestic. So I think it's actually going to go with those two here. Where it's got like a kind of a brownie base with a green shift. Next is, this one's really smooth. What's this one? Oh, Escape from Sydney Grace. This one's like an olive gold. Oh yeah, that's definitely like a weird gold. Where do I put it? I think it goes next. Oh. I think it's actually like closest to Verdigris. So I'm actually going to put it right here. It's definitely much more muted. It's satin, more closer to satin than Verdigris is. But they actually look very similar. Poor Green Mist just like doesn't have anywhere to go. All right, let's do this one, which is Ocean Dream. This one is another one that's on the drier side. And oh yeah. And I think this one also has the brown base green vibe, but it's so much shinier. So it's going to stay here and hang out with, I think it's just going to hang out with Green Mist. This one is, I think it's Nom Nom from Menagerie. And this one's just like a green metallic, but I like it. It goes, I think it goes next to Escape because they both have kind of a more olivey tone. And then this one, I am like off screen. Okay. This one is Ballistic by Shine by SD, and this one is another brown base. Ooh, okay. So this one is definitely in the Red Chameleon family. I think it goes after Illusion. But yeah, it's definitely got that strong brown base presence. As opposed to this one, which I guess could actually be Red Chameleon adjacent. My brain hurts. Alright, last one. This one is, oh, this is Dragon Hollow. This is a fun one to finish up on. But this is another hollow, like Unicorn Tears. And this one I think actually might be close to Verdigris. I was gonna say Verdigris. It's, oh yeah, this is freaking gorgeous. Okay, that one goes next to Ocean Dream. So I think I'm gonna move the Red Chameleon family over here. And then we have my weird, oops, I just dug my finger into that so hard. Look at my hands. I'm gonna take a picture of these for the gram, but what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Yes, so we've got my like really neutrals, and I've got a few more that are coming that are on this neutral side. And then I've got my like weird red gray neutrals. And then I've got my golds, I think the red gray neutrals might, we'll figure out where those go. They might go somewhere else. And then I've got my like gold greens, my true greens, and then my like Red Chameleon brown based greens here. Oh my goodness, this is, you can't see it. There it is. I just did that. Yeah. I am pretty happy with this. The only one that's kind of like out of place, I think, is Slice. But I don't really know where else to put it. Like, I think it's nice to have a metallic orange. It doesn't necessarily go with the golds, but that's okay. This is so satisfying. I might move these around. If I do, I will have a video included, but yeah, I'm gonna take some pictures of my freaking arms for the gram. Thank you so much for watching and hopefully enjoying me getting covered in glitter. Come back next time for probably a budgeting video, and then after that I'll be doing more stuff with eyeshadows, doing some BYOPs. I still have my Sugar High palette that I need to kind of like get situated. And yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it so much. As always, I'm Morgan, and I'm trying my best.